Now to that developing story, crews are still on the scene of this fire. The blaze at the strip mall has been burning since noon yesterday.
Yeah, News 12's Lisa LaRocca is on the scene for us right now this morning with what we know right now. Lisa?
Yeah, much better than it was just a little while ago. Actually, until about 4:30 this morning, there had been hundreds, really more than 100 firefighters here on the scene. This thing started at noon yesterday, so it was just at about 4:30 this morning that they released everyone. But there's still, of course, some people here on the scene keeping an eye on things. So let's roll some video, show you what it looked like earlier. We're told that the fire began inside the Rockland Indoor Shooting Education Gun Range, also known as RISE, and also in the building, Dollar Store, Dunkin' Donuts, and then further down there's some other businesses as well, but those are the three main ones that have really suffered a great deal of damage. Now, there were people inside at the time, but everyone was able to get out safely, so that is the good news. Now, the problem is the fire was inside the walls, and due to the way the construction of that building is, it just kind of let the fire run the length of the building, so it made it very hard for crews to get to that fire. Basically, they were just chasing it, and they said, you know, every time they got into one space, there was another space that they had to open up. So it was a huge response. At least 23 fire departments from around the region, some coming in from Westchester and New Jersey. More than 100 firefighters had to work this scene. At least 6 firefighters were taken to the hospital, but with minor injuries. So fire officials talked to us a little bit about the difficulties that they had to deal with. Take a listen.
Basically, the fire went from that space all the way across the whole length of the building, and now it's in the bottom. It's burning in the bottom of these 2 other stores, Dollar General and Dunkin' Donuts.
The good news is now it's out. It's under control. Just a little while ago, they did have to bring a crew back over because there was some smoldering, and we're still seeing a bit of smoke coming up. But again, the response, they were able to let everyone go. So now they just have a couple of people here keeping an eye on things. Most likely, once it gets light out, they'll be back here so they can really kind of go in there and dig around if it's safe enough to start looking. So there's no word at this point as to just what may have caused the fire. Now, we talked about the fact that there were some road closures, but now it looks as though they opened everything up here on Middletown Road. But just kind of be aware, because still having some crews come in and out just to take a look at things, so that could change throughout the day. We'll be here. We'll keep you updated. We're in Pearl River. Let's go back to the studio.